Ba, 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 ba,
Superheroes!
ba.
We are
What's
back.
up?
What's up? It is episode 13, I think, as far as regular episodes go.
Yeah. Episode 13,
Yep.
yeah.
So here we are. I am. I was like, oh yeah.
forgot you were
I was gonna say
Dude.
my Instagram. I was gonna say my Instagram handle, and I'm like, that's not right.
That's not right. We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
I'm Daniel Perez. I'm one of your co-hosts.
I am Messi Morales, and we are Qualified Heroes.
You're Unqualified Heroes. So we have a ton of news since we what was it? Not D3. Comic-Con. Since Comic-Con dropped, a bunch of stuff has come out. So not just Marvel news, DC news too.
Yep.
We do not discriminate. We're all sorts of superhero. It's just Marvel got more stuff. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
I feel like I'm yelling because I have headphones on now. You see that?
We've
upgraded. We're upgrading as people.
Yeah.
As co-hosts. I'm no longer boomer. I got headphones on now.
You got headphones on.
We got better quality cameras.
Ooh, yeah. I can see your pores, bro. Like, it's so 4K.
In 4K. Yep, we're gonna have to put on a bag over my head and just have like eye holes. So, anyways, we got a bunch of stuff going on. And first thing I'm gonna bring out is a super big question that has many people talking. Is everything canon in the multiverse?
I hate when people say that everything that's going around now, like with the X-Men, when 2002 happened, and then Spider-Man 2004 for whatever year came out, and Andrew and Fantastic Four and whatever show or movie that happened before the MCU happened.
The Incredible Hulk.
Everything is canon now because of the multiverse, and I respect what Disney did with the multiverse thing because they can say everything is ours in a way because we created a multiverse, so everything will be connected to this. So let's say like in 10 years when God forbid the MCU is over, like I don't know if probably in 10 years, I don't know if they're still going, but if they still are, and then that's it for them, whoever takes over the MCU or whatever it's called after, it will be canon. Everything will be connected.
It's all theirs.
Everything is all theirs because they created a multiverse and they make it connected to everything. But this is what I hate. I hate when they say it's gonna be canon to the MCU, but then they flip it to say, oh, it's canon because it's part of the multiverse. I hate that because that means it's not canon to the 616 MCU timeline that we.
It's just canon to the multiverse.
Canon to the multiverse. So I am mad because they announced that the Freshman Spider-Man show, which is coming to Disney Plus, at first they said it's gonna be canon. We're gonna see the backstory before Civil War happened.
We all thought we were gonna see like Tom Holland's backstory.
Exactly, the backstory of the actual Tom Holland, not Andrew Garfield. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm just giving an example.
But our Spider-Man's backstory.
Yeah, it's not our Spider-Man. It's not Tom Holland.
Now it's someone else's Spider-Man.
God knows who. We have another Spider-Man on the miss. And
838 Spider-Man. I don't even know.
I don't know. And I was excited. Like, cool. Okay, so we're gonna see probably like Ben probably dying, some backstory to him before he got bit, and then showing when he got bit, and all that is canon because of the multiverse. But it's not canon to the 616. What we know of is the actual MCU. So that pissed me off when I found out about that.
Yeah, it was such a weird thing because like it wasn't that they originally said it was going to be canon because of the multiverse. They originally said it was canon 616, and then they like rephrased what they said. So that was kind of weird. And then I don't know. Like you said, it is weird because like now everyone can say, "Oh, but that's canon." Oh,
Yeah,
but that's canon. I even say it, and Messi gets mad at me for saying that. But it's canon. It is a weird argument. I even feel weird when I say it, but like they have the power to say that in their
they do
headquarters, and they
because
use it.
they use it. They have the power to do it because everything now is theirs per se because of the multiverse. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything
And
is
then
Marvel's.
yep, and then now considering that like they bought back a bunch of stuff like X-Men,
Mm-hmm.
Deadpool, or the bigger picture, Fox, and stuff like that. So it's like, oh, how do you explain all these things? Oh, well, multiverse. That's how we
Multiverse
can.
is different things.
It's a cop out. It's kind of like a cop out. I don't know. You just gotta roll with it.
You gotta roll with it. Just don't overthink it.
Don't
That's
overthink it.
it. That's literally what I can tell you. It's the only way that we can move forward with everything that's gonna happen, and do not just question everything that happened before. How is this connected to that? It's just the multiverse happened, and thanks to Spider-Man, kind of not destroying, but like bothering Doctor Strange to make a spell for him, and going
And
wrong,
Wanda
and then
and
Wanda,
Loki.
and then Loki. See, the thing is, we don't know who messed up the multiverse yet. I don't know
No,
if
no,
you
they said they said who it was. I'm pretty
who
sure they said it was Sylvie. I'm pretty sure Kevin Feige came out and said
Loki.
it was Sylvie. Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, that's true, that's true, that's true, that's true. I saw that interview. That's true. So yeah, that was I forgot what was that event that he was in. I think it was a movie. Whatever. Yeah. So he was saying that Loki and Sylvie
Messed up the
they
multiverse. They were the first ones.
yeah,
Uh,
because if they didn't kill who he remains, then he would have caught what Spider-Man did, and then what Wanda was gonna do eventually. So because of Loki and Sylvia, or what, I forgot her name.
Sylvie. It's
Sylvie.
Sylvie.
Um Everything happened. So we found a person to blame. Loki.
Yeah, we can finally point fingers at someone.
Yeah.
And more MCU news. We found out that Dustin Daniel Craig is going to be the director for the Kang Dynasty.
Yep.
And now that has everyone wondering who is going to be the director for Secret Wars, because lots of people were saying, oh, the Russo brothers should do Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars because they kind of like go hand in hand with each other. At least so we think. But if Dustin was to do Secret Wars, they would have announced him at the same time they announced him for Kang Dynasty. Meaning they're looking for another director, meaning who's the director? Because they also said it's not the Russo brothers. So who is going to be directing Secret Wars?
I think I want the same director to direct both movies. I don't want. Okay, so I'm just going back to what Star Wars did for Force Awaken and then The Last Jedi. There was supposed to have one director for the whole trilogy, but there was two directors. So the Force Awaken, I forgot who directed it, and then another guy came in and directed the last Jedi, and he just took a different approach and did something different. And then everything got messed up because Force Awakens was a pretty good movie. And then The Last Jedi was what the heck happened here.
It got people excited for the next one, and then they ruined it.
And they ruined it. And then the director came back, and then he had to fix what the other director did, and then he didn't fix it.
Which made it look weird. Exactly. Yeah,
so
he like tried to fix it, but like you couldn't really fix it because like it's too much to fix.
It's too much to fix. So I'm just going back to that. So like, for what the Russo brothers did, this is a part 1, part 2 movie. This is gonna do the same thing as Infinity War and Endgame. It's gonna be a part 1, part 2. So why not have the same director? I like the movie that Daniel, investigate the guy's name. He directed Shang-Chi Shang-Chi movie, and now he's gonna be directing Kang Dynasty. So
Kang
in my
Dynasty.
opinion, I would like to be the same director. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it would be very worrying
Yeah.
if Justin is not the director, which I don't think he is, because I feel like they would have announced at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they said that they were looking for another director, which is just so weird. Because, like, think about it. What if Taika Waititi did Kang Dynasty, and then the old director of Thor did Secret Wars? Or it's like there's people have different portrayals of how they do it. Thor in Infinity War, Russo brothers Thor is different from Taika Waititi's Thor, who's different from the previous director's Thor. And it's like Guardians and Thor is different from Guardians and James Gunn. It's like everyone has a different vision. So if you have Destin, who I think will do a great job, do Kang Dynasty, and then whoever do Secret Wars, who I'm sure they will have a great director for Secret Wars. It's still two different visions, even if it's from two great directors. So you're playing yourself by not having Destin do it. But also, there is no way he could do it. Well, one, they already said that he's not going to do it. Two, there's no way he could do it because he's going to be doing Shang-Chi 2, which is going to come out at some point, fairly recent to that area of Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. He's going to be doing the Disney Plus show of Wonder Man, which doesn't have an official release date, but I know it's in Phase 5, Phase 6. And then that's it. But that's still a lot for a director to, especially to do such a I just saw your emoji. To do such a massive movie as Kang Dynasty will probably be. You like, who are they gonna have do Secret Wars that can like help? There has to be someone that works close. Or like
they have to have someone that has like, I'm guessing they will do this. They will have both directors, whoever's directing Secret War, they will have both directors sit down and write a script that they both align to each other, and they both have the same vision for the movie. That's the only way that they can continue with the same, not same pace, but the same mood, like per se, like like you said, like Thor first is not the same mood as Thor Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. It's like a whole different Thor. It's like I that's the only way that I could see it if they do that. I know they got Kevin Feige, and I know Kevin Feige is awesome at his job by keeping everything on track, but he has so much power to the point that like there's something that he can't do. Like he can tell the director what he wants, but the director will always follow his vision to an extent. That's what we got, especially on Phase 4. Like we have seen it the most because every movie is different. They don't all follow the same pattern and same formula with Eternals, Doctor Strange, Love and Thunder, Shang-Chi. They all have different directors, and they're all different. You cannot tell me they all have like the same formula. They were all different because if they're all the same, they will have the same ratings, and they don't. Just like in the past MCU movies, but whatever. That's not the point. Whatever. But they should sit them down and have them write the story, and then Kevin Feige will be the final yes or no.
Yeah, like Daniel can direct Kang Dynasty, but he still has someone working close with him, like an executive producer who is like working with him closely in that movie. And then you kind of like flip the roles for Secret Wars. So then you have the person that was working closely with Daniel on Kang Dynasty directs Secret Wars, and then Daniel kind of like helps him, but he's not the director. Kind of like I guess it's an assistant director. I don't know. I don't think they really have those in Marvel, but a helper. I think it'd just be a good idea because you can't. Secret Wars is a big movie.
It is
You
a big
can't
movie.
mess up Secret Wars. If you mess up Secret Wars,
That's it.
you played yourself.
And
You played
MCU,
yourself.
if they mess up Secret Wars, I think that's it for the MCU. Like they have
Oh
one
yeah.
job.
If it bombs,
That's it.
they would
That's it.
that'd be
Because
the end.
this movie will be bigger than Endgame. If they play their cards right, this movie could be bigger than Endgame.
Yeah.
But I don't think it will be though. It could be bigger, but I don't think it will. Because remember, Endgame was a 11-year in the making. We
Yeah.
were invested since like 2008, even before, like with other movies, but because everything is
Yeah.
part of it. So MCU is canon with everything. So we were invested since Iron Man came out, and then until Avengers Endgame, that's 10 years. And people lost. I know a lot of people lost interest on the MCU after Endgame happened. Like
Yeah.
the buildup will be there, and I know it will be a great movie, but I don't think it will surpass in the box office or in the ratings or in the hype that Endgame brought.
I don't know, because I don't know. It's just like there's a lot of different factors going in. One, like you said, there was a lot of drop off after Endgame, especially with like casual fans, because there's just too much content coming out. But also, if you're not a casual fan and you know anything about Secret Wars being big,
Yeah,
you would,
it's
even if you
deal.
didn't watch anything of Phase 4 or 5 or 6, you hear Secret Wars, every comic nerd is gonna be there. So it's like,
for sure.
I don't know.
It's a big event, but that's what I'm saying. Like if they play their cards right,
Yeah, it's
it could be
huge pressure. It's a huge pressure. But I think a director that would be great, that works alongside a lot of the movies and Kevin Feige, is Jon Favreau. So I think I think since he's been in the beginning, he's seen everything. He could work closely with Daniel on King Dynasty. He's worked closely, obviously, with Kevin Feige. He could be the director for Secret Wars, and I just hope it happens, because if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna cry. Not really, but I think he'd be a great director. But I know that he's working on a lot of Star Wars content, because there's also a lot of Star Wars coming out. So hopefully, it's gonna take a lot of time away from you working on a project like Secret Wars, but that's down the line in 2025.
So we don't know. We're just talking about it.
I don't know.
Nosy. We want to know. That's it. That's.
I think they'll reveal the director at D23.
You think?
Or D3.
What? Yeah. Is that September something?
Early September.
Early September, yeah. That's gonna be another big event for Marvel. Apparently, Comic-Con, it was just like a little taste of everything that's coming. So, I wonder what else they got. And there's
basically everything that they didn't reveal at Comic-Con, they're gonna reveal. All those untitled projects, you'll see at D23. All those trailers that were only for casual audience, or for the people that were there, will probably be released. Maybe alongside with a new trailer for, who knows, other stuff maybe. I don't know.
We'll have to wait and see, because
maybe a Secret Wars director too. I don't know. Who knows? But that's what we have for that. What else we got? We have some other couple Marvel things before we get to DC. What's his name? Simu Liu, who plays Shang-Chi, it was asked about, like, oh, your director is going to be doing King Dynasty, and there's all these projects coming out. Like, are you going to be in anything? And he was like, yeah, basically saying that he's got a lot of work to do, aka I'm going to be showing up in a lot of things, whether for 1 minute or for 30.
I hope he does, because after Shang-Chi happened, we really haven't seen him at all, or I heard anything, or like what's going on with them. The only way that I think that they can like mention something that happened in Shang-Chi is with Abomination because that was the last time we saw him in the
Yeah.
movie on the fighting
Maybe he
Wong.
shows. They did say there's a lot of cameos. They did say there's a lot of cameos in She-Hulk.
There's a lot of cameos on that movie. I mean show. So maybe they say something about him because that's the only connection that I could say that I've seen. But other than that, I'm not sure on
Maybe.
what project he will be. We'll see.
We know that any Marvel content you see from Secret Wars will have at least 10 seconds to Wong showing up because
He's
it's the
everywhere.
Wong universe.
It's the Wong universe. He's in everything now.
He's like the new Stan Lee, but instead of
For real,
like
literally.
different aliases, it's just always Wong.
If you
It's
see
just always
Wong,
Wong.
if you see Wong in the movie or a show, you know it's gonna be good. This is Wong. Wong
Because
is
it's
cool.
Wong. Nobody knew that when they saw Doctor Strange 1, this guy was gonna
He will be
show up in
Like,
every other show.
I remember his first scene on the movie. He's like a serious dude in the library, like reading his books.
Yeah, like the library guy.
And then out of nowhere, now he's like the supreme whatever, and he's like in charge
the
of
Sorcerer
everybody,
Supreme.
and he's in charge of
And
everything.
making
He's
jokes
everywhere.
all the time.
Yeah, he's everywhere now. It's the Wong universe. Yeah,
It's the Wong universe. So other Marvel news is She-Hulk. She-Hulk has been delayed. The anticipated release of She-Hulk has been delayed by one day.
I think that was a moment that you needed with a cup of water. Like
for real, that's what I was like, I don't even know what to do. How do I hold this longer? I wish I had water. I should have just pretended.
Yeah, you should have pretended to have the cup. So yeah, so the show has been delayed by one day. So instead of the 17th, it's gonna be released on the 18th. We don't know why.
On a Thursday.
On a
And
Thursday.
every other episode will not be released on Thursdays. Why? What's the point of delaying it one day?
I think I have a theory.
Okay.
Do you know if the I Am Groot show will be released on a weekly basis, or they're gonna drop them all together?
No, it's all at once.
All at once? Oh, then never mind. I don't have no theory. I don't know why then. I have literally zero clues or ideas of why they will delay it for one day. I guess they needed one more extra day to CGI it.
Maybe. I have one theory. My one theory is WandaVision came out on Friday. A lot of other shows came out on Wednesday.
Yep.
This show is coming out on Thursday. Maybe they're just testing to see which day gets more views.
You think so? Why are they taking it like this long? It's been over a year already. Right? Yeah, Loki was the first show to be on Wednesday, right?
A year ago. Yeah, that was like in June, last June.
Yeah, so like it's been a year, and they know for sure Wednesdays is MCU day where they all Marvel shows.
Wednesday's MCU day.
Like they know this already. Like I don't know. So okay, so how many episodes is it?
I don't know.
It's a 6-episode show, right?
Yeah.
So
no, it's 9. It's 9.
It's 9 episodes?
Yeah, it's 9.
It's 9 episodes. So let's do the math. So if they come out on the 18th, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we do the math right, the last episode it will be on the 13th of October.
October
13th. And we have no idea what's going on October, other than if they're still doing the werewolf
by night.
Yeah, that I'm guessing they'll be dropping on Halloween time because it's a werewolf.
Yeah,
so it makes more sense to be dropped on that time. But other than that, I have no clues.
It really makes no sense. I'm sure some
There's a reason. There's a
like
reason why.
reporter will ask them that question,
Yeah, and then we'll
and
tell
they'll
you
answer.
guys. Yeah,
Yeah, and then we'll tell you
and we'll tell you
because we're
guys.
not there yet.
We're not there. We're not that cool. We're not famous yet. We're just chilling and living.
Chilling and
Yeah.
living. Two more. I forgot about that one. Two more pieces of MCU news is Moon Knight season 2. Is it coming?
Is
Who
it coming?
knows?
Question mark. Because I don't know if you know are like on social media, but there was a video going around, and Oscar Isaac said something on the video. I forgot. I honestly forgot. Forgot what he said.
That was suspenseful. He's being very cryptic. It was him, one of the executive producers or director, I don't know, and
I
then
think it was the director.
some chick. I don't know who the girl was, but he basically said, or she asked, "Is Moon Knight gonna have a season 2?" The director was like, "I don't know," or whoever that guy was, and then Oscar Isaac was like, "Why else would we be in
Something.
some sort of city?" Basically saying, why, like, of course we're gonna have a season 2. This is why we're here. So
Yeah.
Moon
Well,
Knight
Moon Knight question mark.
season 2? Is it gonna be in one of those untitled projects before
Probably, and I hope
five,
so.
six, phase 5, phase 6?
Yeah. So I don't know how to do this. So before we continue with the news that we're gonna keep talking about, we'll be right back.
And we are back. So,
I hope you like our fake ad break.
Fake ad break. 20% off, whatever that ad was. Moon Knight season 2, like we said, it's possibly coming. There's basically no other news besides that. Besides, hey, Moon Knight season 2 is coming. We love Oscar Isaac, and I would love Moon Knight season 2, and we get to see Jake.
Yeah, we'll see more of him. It's gonna be interesting of how, because now we know what's going on with Mark's head, because of the personalities that he has, and now I want to see the mentally fight the mentally. I know they're gonna mentally fight of Mark, Steven, and Jake.
Yeah, that's all three of them.
I want them to go deep into that, because Mark thinks they're gone. He's gone. That's it. No more
he's chilling.
He's chilling. But psych, he's still with him. He thought he was gonna no, Mark. Like, yeah, peace out. Yeah, goodbye.
He's like, aha,
psych. I am here. I ain't gone. I'm gonna keep using Moon Knight and be killing people.
It's gonna be good. I love Moon Knight. One of my favorite. It was actually my number 1 show that I said. Who knows? Maybe She-Hulk will be up there. I don't know. Anyways, this is the very last piece of MC news before we go to DC. Secret Invasion has been listed as a crossover show, and it is now the first supposedly crossover show of Disney Plus.
The thing is, so this is what I think of when a crossover is. I'm gonna use the best example. You remember when Zack and Cody were on the cruise, the Sweet Life of Zack?
I'm done.
And then Hannah Montana showed up. Wizards of the Waverly Place showed up. So many shows showed up on this.
Or Jimmy Neutron and Timmy Turner.
Yes, like that's what my head goes to when a crossover is. When they say this is a crossover show, what are they crossing over to? Because apparently the show is between the 5-year gap from the blip, so after Infinity War and before Endgame. What are they crossing over? Because there's no stories told yet on that 5-year gap. So
Yeah.
I don't know what they're crossing over with. So when they say crossover, I'm not sure.
X-Men? Nah, it can't be
No,
X-Men.
it can't be X-Men. No, X-Men. Okay,
You
so
got to cross over with something, but it's a crossover means you're in there the whole show, basically.
yeah,
Because if it was like, oh, you're in here for an episode or two, that's basically every Disney Plus show. Every Marvel Disney Plus show has cameos, especially with She-Hulk is gonna have freaking cameos all the time. So if that's not a crossover show, what is a cross like? Who do you
like
have
they need to define what is a
that's
crossover
important?
show.
Who do you have that's important that's gonna be there the entire show that like is not originally supposed to be in Secret Invasion? I don't know.
I don't know. So so basically, what a Secret Invasions will be, it will be a show based on the scrolls on the five gap year of the blip. That's what the show is gonna be. What um Kobe, I think her name is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Agent. What's her name in the movie?
I don't know.
I forgot.
But I know who you're talking about.
Robin.
Ponytail girl.
Yeah, from How I Met Your Mother. Robin. I'm gonna call her Robin because that's how I know her. Robin. So Robin said on Comic Con that the show is gonna go really into depth about misdirection because we don't know who's who because as you know, scrolls can
Yeah, scrolls
transform
can
to
change.
whoever. They can transform to Daniel per se. I don't know. They can turn to you, and then you don't know who's who because there's two of y'all. So I don't know who's the real person. So they get a lot of mind playing game. So my theory or thinking of way that they're gonna cross over is by having cameos in the show. That's the only way that I can think of.
But again, that's every show.
I guess every show.
If that was the case, if that was the case, She-Hulk would be a crossover.
That's what I'm saying. So they need to define
She-Hulk has
what is a
Daredevil
crossover
and a bunch of other people.
So yeah, they need to define what a crossover event is.
Is it a crossover with Skrulls? Is Skrulls a crossover? A crossover between humans and Skrulls?
Maybe that could be.
Maybe they're trying to be slick. They could be trying to be slick. I don't know.
They're trying to use misdirection.
We're crossing over between. Exactly. They already got me.
They already got us hooked. We don't even know nothing about the show. We haven't seen a trailer or any clips or any nothing.
Nothing.
And they already got us hooked by saying it's a crossover.
Comes out next year. Pretty sure.
Yeah. The funny thing is they didn't even say the show was coming on the timeline that they gave us on Comic-Con. The show wasn't on that list. So
Damn.
I know for sure on D23 when it drops, I know they're gonna show us more shows. Yeah. More than whatever they had on that timeline. Because you remember 2019 when they show us the timeline for Phase 4.
And that's totally messed up.
Yeah, you see it now. It's like a bunch of shows. So I know they're probably gonna do the same thing with Phase 5. They're just gonna add a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
So I was doing something. My wife is asking me a question. I was trying to do sign language by answering. I don't know what you said, but I agree with most of it.
Screw you, so
I'm pretty sure you had some insightful wisdom. That's all I have to say about Secret Invasion.
My co-host. I want to say something.
We're going to DC.
Right, not yet. So I want to say something about why the MCU hasn't brought the X-Men's or any new
to the TV people shows. might be wondering.
Yeah, so there is some news of why we haven't seen them, and it's because if they were to bring them back, they can't recast them. Because on the original contract that they signed when they bought Fox, if they were to use them, the characters, they need to bring the actors back. So
until 2025.
Until 2025. So that's why when we saw Quicksilver, we saw Peter Evans. I think that's his name.
Yep. Evan Peters.
Evan, I said,
Peter Evans.
Evan, yeah. Hey, I had the names right. I shouted in the wrong order. So Evan Peters was Quicksilver. They didn't recast him. They didn't bring the other one.
That's crazy. One. That like answers my whole like questions that we were all mad. They're like, why did they do that?
Yeah,
well,
because
they had no other choice.
They had no other choice. And again, that's what we saw Patrick Stewart on
Yep.
Doctor Strange. A movie so bad that I forgot the name of it. I'm kidding. It's a movie. So that's why we saw Patrick Stewart on Doctor Strange, because they can't recast him.
So, but then here's the thing. You're telling me you got Secret Wars in 2025.
Correct.
And King Dynasty. And you're not going to introduce a single X-Men character until 2020, until the same year?
This is what I am thinking they will do. They will introduce some characters. So I don't think they're gonna introduce Wolverine. It's too big of a character to show him now and then recast him later. So either you show him now and you keep the same guy that keeps playing him. I think they were gonna introduce slowly mutants first, and then bring the X-Men to the MCU in
could do that
2025, because we saw Kamala, Miss Marvel. She's a mutant now. She's not an Inhuman at all. She is mutant because they found a mutant.
Mutant.
Yeah. So that's the only way that I can think of, because technically speaking, now we have mutants among us. So that's the way that they may do it. That's X-Men return. I don't know.
You could introduce mutants, I guess, but I think in Phase 6, you have to have an X-Men / mutants, whatever you want to call it, movie.
Yeah.
Because you can't just, I mean, yeah, you could subtly introduce all of them, but you gotta introduce the big people in a big way, and it has to be before Secret Wars and King Dynasty. And if you can't do that before 2025, that means it has to be in Phase 6.
Yeah. So
it has to be in Phase 6.
I heard a theory, and I actually like the theory.
Okay.
It was a pretty cool theory. So the X-Men, the mutants are a very hated community in the comics, because they're different. They're a whole different. They're humans with powers. I heard a theory that on Doctor Strange, that we saw Doctor Strange, and that Charles Xavier is not the same one for the 2002 movie. It's a different one. It's from the it's not confirmed, but I'm just gonna say it's from the animated show that was long ago. They got rebooted, not rebooted, but they continue in the same X-Men 97 on Disney Plus. So the theory was, what if they show like a yellow boot, because they mostly wear yellow on the show, on the animation show. So on the theory was, what if they show a boot, like doesn't matter who a character is, a boot of a yellow of a suit with a boot, and this song comes on, whatever the song is, on that part. So the theory is that those X-Men people come to the 616 universe and then become the hated mutants, and those are like attacking because y'all kill Professor Xavier. So they're basically getting revenge for the death of Charles Xavier.
Yo, hold up. That could be a good theory. I'm gonna expand on that theory.
Right?
I'm gonna keep going down the rabbit hole. Here's why. So you have the new X-Men show coming out.
Exactly.
So they could expand on that. Also in the new show, we found out that the leader of the X-Men is Magneto and not Professor X. Why would it be Magneto and not Professor X?
Exactly. See, I
Yeah,
love.
that's a good theory.
This is why I love TikTok, because I like hearing theories after theories after theories. I don't know who it was. I would love to give credit to this person who become with this theory, but if I find it, I'll give you credit to it because it's your theory, not my theory. But I heard it and I thought it's awesome, and so I'm just like spreading it, whatever. So imagine that,
That's a
bro.
good theory.
They find a way
I like that
to
theory.
go to the 616 universe and just bring Aham, like bring fire, bring fighting, bring a war between the mutants and the humans.
Yep.
That's how you
And
can get
then what do you have after Secret Wars? Maybe you could have X-Men versus Avengers.
exactly. That's dude.
That's a good
get
that's a good theory.
get Kevin Feige on the phone right now. We're writing phase 6
Yo,
already.
Kevin Feige. I got phase 7 through 9.
We already have the next 3 phases down. We know who's the big bad already. Galactus is gonna be the big bad, but we got this already written down for you. Like,
Yo, that's crazy.
yeah. So that's what I wanted you to share with you guys of why we haven't seen any big mutants on the 616. It's because of not what's going on in 616, but it's again it's what's going on actually in real life. We can't bring him back because I guess Disney doesn't want to use the same actors, because if they use the same actors, it will be like actually connected, and it wouldn't make sense. If it's actually connected, it wouldn't make sense because they're like, where were they at?
Where were you? Yeah,
exactly. So it makes sense of why they don't want to use them. But that's why we haven't seen him yet. So yeah.
All right, DC time.
So DC time.
A lot of negative news. I'm gonna start with CW because that's like at the least DC possible. The Flash. Almost everyone's favorite CW superhero show, at least it used to be, is ending after 9 seasons, which will be its next season. Is gonna end with a shortened, I think, 13 episodes.
Yep, 13 episodes.
Usually they're like a little over 20. So it's gonna end. No more Flash. This is the end. I think this is the end of CW, like CW shows. I mean, you had Arrow ended, Supergirl ended early. Black Adam ended early.
No, it's not Black
Batwoman.
Adam. It's not Black Adam. It's
not Black Adam. Not Black Lightning ended early. Batwoman ended early. And now this is Flash. It's like this is it. This is done. No more CW.
The Arrowverse is done.
Arrowverse is over. But
and
it needed to happen because
it's been too long.
The Flash has been going like this
after season 3.
for a while. After season 3, it's been going down, and now it's like borderline unwatchable. Maybe even not even borderline. It's just unwatchable. So hopefully they. I just want the last episode to do justice. In general the Flash justice. If they can have a good like fight with Flash and Reverse Flash, they'll just do everything justice.
It will be good. I have to be honest, I haven't seen anything after season 7. Yeah, because after season 7, that's when they did like the special episodes, like 6. I think it's like 6 episodes, and then they jumped to season 8. I think just finished or still going. I don't know. But bro, it's so bad.
It's bad. Like the CGI is weird.
Dude, the CGI is downgraded. It is so. I don't understand.
And this isn't like overworked. Bro, you're not overworked. This is comes out once a year at the same time every year. You don't have any other shows because all the other shows are getting canceled. This is just like not good work ethic, or like the people that they're hiring are not doing good. The script writers, whatever it is not good.
and it's annoying. Like even the characters are annoying. Like Iris, I can't stand her. I cannot. It's not nothing against the actress because she's cool. She did an awesome job. I just like her character, Iris West. I cannot. I cannot stand her.
I don't like the side characters. I
There's
think
too many
they're
side
annoying.
characters. There's too many side characters.
I used to like Ralph, but like, he's gone.
Ralph, he did some stuff in the past, and then people bought that stuff in the past, and they got canceled.
But he was a good side character.
He was a good side character. He was to the point he was like almost in every episode. He was almost to a main character in the show, but he got canceled. So they.
You know, it's going downhill when Tom Cavanaugh, like an OG, such a good Reverse Flash, is like getting horrible script writing to like where you don't even want to see him on the screen because it's just like awkward to see him there. Like the way that they write him is like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like every season they have a new Wells, and it got annoying. It got annoying because every time they kill him off, they kill him off and they bring him back again. But like I honestly got tired of him. See him dead. Like I guess the first 2 times see him die. Okay, whatever, emotional. Now it's like, okay, now I'm waiting for it. Now I'm literally counting the seconds until he actually dies because he's getting annoying. He got annoying in the show too. Like even Cisco left. Cisco's done.
Yeah, Cisco's done. I hope they bring him back for the final episode.
Hopefully. I don't know if Carlos Valdez will be coming back for it, but
I think he'd come back for 1 episode.
I don't know.
I don't know. Just as long as you do the final episode justice, it'll be okay.
It'll be okay. It'll be hopefully a good ending to a semi-good show.
Who knows? Maybe Grant Gustin will show up in a future DC project. Who knows? I don't know.
Talking about other DC projects.
Before we get to more negative news, because everything else is just negative. Everything's negative. Joker 2 has a official release date.
Yeah.
Do you know when the official release date is?
It is on our Instagram. So go watch it. Give it a like and share. Yay!
Unqualified Heroes.
Unqualified Heroes. So it's actually coming out on October 4th, 2024.
24. October 4th, 2024.
Yes.
So more than 2 years from now.
Yeah, so it's like it will be a 5-year gap in between.
He got dusted.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna actually be a 5-year gap in the movie, but the movie came out, it will be 5 years.
There's no way it's a 5-year gap. But if it is, there's no way. Also, this will be negative if it's a musical.
Oh my god. It is a musical, so it's gonna be bad anyway. So,
but what defines a musical?
A musical, bro. When they have singing for no reason. Whenever you see a guy or a girl start singing out of nowhere, and then you see everybody in the background singing and dancing for no reason, just to help the story move along.
They just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. Like I don't know.
They just all somehow know the same dance.
Yeah, exactly. Like they just like practice in their brains seconds before Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga start singing. Bullcrap. No, I am not a big fan.
We'll see how it turns out.
And
maybe they'll fix it.
I hope they fix it. I hope the CGI is good. They don't use a lot of CGI for this, but we'll see. We'll see.
Look, everything about DC is negative. I try to make this positive, but it's just not. That's a problem.
I guess just having an official date is a good positive note.
That's positive, I guess.
But
all right, time to get into more negative. Well, I'll keep it suspenseful.
Oh my god, you're just
The Rock. Let me face that. Black Adam versus Superman is coming. They are going to fight.
They're going to fight.
We are getting Black Adam versus Superman. an animated version. Why can't they do anything right? Why?
That was your best suspense way of saying it. The best way dude. When I saw that, I don't know. Okay, so the movie Super Pets came out this weekend, I think. Last weekend, and there's a post credit scene when they show Black Adam's dog, and then you see Superman turning around, and all you see is like the rocks or the animation rock, big head, bald head, in the background, and that's it. That's a picture. So when he was asked on Comic-Con, will there ever be a Superman and the Black Adam fight? And then when he answers, depending on the Superman, ha ha ha. This dude made animation on a Super Pets movie. This is not even about them. It's not even about them. It's about their pets.
It's about their pets.
So I'm guessing Superman's dog
a spinoff,
and Black
maybe.
Adam's dog. Dude,
I don't know.
So it's John Krasinski versus The Rock.
Yeah,
it's not even Henry Cavill.
This is crazy,
dude. That dude Henry Cavill was so dirty right now that he's not even worth fighting The Rock.
Yo, this is the biggest like F you you could have ever done, bro. They said we're all like praying for freaking Black Adam versus Superman. We're all like waiting. Henry Cavill's gonna come. Oh, they're gonna fight. Oh. And then Dwayne Johnson is like, well, depending who it is, and we're like, oh my gosh, it might happen. An animated version in freaking Super Pets? Yo, you got it in PG? Probably not even PG in G? Bro, there ain't no way. DC, Warner Brothers, what are you doing?
Dude, I have. This is like the biggest slap in the face. Where's my glasses over here?
There's an alien behind you. I don't know. A ghost.
Dude, I saw that and I'm like, they just like make fun of us in like the hardest way. So yeah, so The Rock and Superman will be fighting in animation. That's happening again because there's an actual movie called Superman fighting Black Adam in animation. So
in animation. This one goes hand in hand with each other, but I'll say the first one, Batgirl, a $90 million project, which is almost fully completed, has been scrapped, canceled,
denied,
whatever other words you want to use. Warner Bros. I don't even know what they're doing. We didn't know what they were doing before, but now you really don't know what you're doing.
I have completely zero ideas of why they will cancel the show. I have no.
Not even a show, a movie. It was a movie.
A movie, yeah, a movie. That's what I meant to say. I have no idea why will they cancel this movie. I have the zero clues.
You're telling me you think you will save more money? Is this even about money? I'm pretty sure rumor has it that it was about financials. You're telling me you think you'll save more money
by canceling?
Not by canceling? You already spent $90 million. That don't come cheap. You're not Marvel. You're not Disney. You don't got money like that. $90 million. People poured their hearts into this. The CGI, the actors,
lot of people were working.
The directors. People work hard just for you to cancel it after it's almost done.
I
what?
No. I have literally no idea why would they do it.
I have literally one theory and one theory only, which is why I said I think it goes hand in hand with my other piece of news. Ben Affleck, aka Batman, is going to be in Aquaman.
Wait, can you repeat that one more time?
Ben Affleck, aka Batman, is gonna be an Aquaman too.
Surprise! Yeah, so there's a photo going around with Jason Momoa and Ben Affleck just chilling together, having fun. And yeah, so he's in the movie. Surprise! So my theory is they just swap Amber Heard and just photoshopping it's and like on top of her for all the scenes.
Ben Affleck.
That's
Yo, this guy was not in the movie. They literally brought a random character. They brought a random character into the movie to try and save Aquaman because we all know Aquaman's in shambles right now. Not the actor, but the movie is in shambles. Then you got Batgirl canceled. So my theory is they just decide, because we know whole Warner Bros. Merger or whatever, did possibly whoever's at the head decide maybe they want Ben Affleck playing Batman more and they just don't want Batgirl? That's literally my only theory.
I don't know. I don't know because
They say we want to keep Ben Affleck. I don't know. My only theory.
But wasn't it Ben Affleck supposed to die on Flash?
Well, that's the theory, but they can easily change that.
Apparently so.
It's possible they wanted to keep it up, which, if that's the case, I guess that's good news. But we don't know. We're just theorizing.
I don't know if they're trying to, like, at this moment, at this point, if they are trying to restore the Zack Snyderverse, I feel that they should not. It's already too late. Not too late. It's not too late. I take that back. It's already pointless. They don't have all the characters there. Ezra Miller's gone. Henry Cavill is gone. If they're bringing back, hopefully, but they didn't. They have done him so dirty already that I don't know if he'll be back. And I don't know. I have no idea. Ray Fisher's done too. Cyborg. I don't know. I don't know if
you have
the new merger.
If you're Warner Bros., you have only one option, and that's bring on a new Batman.
Literally, that's all they do, bro. That's all they do. Just a new Batman movie.
A new Batman. A new Batman.
That's what they did with Robert Pattinson. But he just kind of saved DC.
But he's like separate from.
Yeah, that's all. It's a whole different thing. But it was still a good movie, and it still made money, and it kind of saved DC for a little bit. But I guess
a little bit.
And then they're screwing it back again, like canceling a movie.
Here's the thing. You got Aquaman and Shambles. You got Ben Affleck randomly coming back. Who knows why? You got Batgirl after money has been spent, canceled. You have what was the other one? Flash, all those allegations going on. Why don't they cancel Flash? I don't know. But you're fine canceling Batgirl, which had no drama. There's just a lot going on. And we're just all wondering why. This is the reason why we have so little to talk about DC. Because Marvel is like, Comic-Con comes, right? DC shows up first, right? DC's like, Shazam 2 trailer. Oh, get ready for this. Black Adam trailer. Is Black Adam gonna fight Superman? Super Pets. Marvel's like, we got phase 4, phase 5, phase 6. You want Secret Wars? Here you go. Oh, also all these untitled projects, X-Men. Oh yeah, that's coming later. Don't worry. DC's like, oh, by the way, we also canceled that girl. And we don't know where Ezra Miller is because he's in, I don't know, possibly Hawaii. Who knows? Also, Ben Affleck's randomly in Aquaman, so here you go. Like, they're literally doing the randomest things. it's just a big sigh.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why? Why? They're doing this character so bad. I don't know if this is because of the merger. I don't know if Discovery wants to take a different approach. I I hope they're doing something. I hope they got something planned because they can't keep up with this movie coming and then it just go to trash.
Yeah.
It's just gonna go to the trash.
You're literally gonna run DC in the grave.
Literally. And there's some things that's not their fault. And I get that. It's okay. Aquaman is not their fault. They when I'm guessing when they started filming the movie, I don't know if they knew about what happened with Amber Heard or Johnny Depp. I am not aware of the timeline of between them two, but I know for a fact that Warner Brothers kept Amber Heard and they fired Johnny from
Yeah.
the projects. More stuff happened. She was in the movie. People were whatever about it. But when the case happened, when they went to court, more stuff in the movie where people were signing petitions, where yada yada yada. It got to like I don't know millions of signs, whatever.
Yep.
And now people don't want to see the movie if she's in it. Even they said they cut her to 10 minutes. People said no, we don't want her at all. We will not see the movie. Yada yada yada. Apparently they will cut her off from the movie, but I have edited movies and stuff. I sit down on a computer and see the process of editing.
Yep.
When you cut a scene of a person that has been in the movie for most of the movie, it will not look good. I assure you, it will not look good at all. It will look choppy. It will not make sense.
Super choppy.
It's gonna look. I don't. It's gonna be everywhere. It's gonna be all over the place. The other thing is, if they bring another actor to reshoot all the scenes of Amber Heard, they can do it. They got the money. They got the time. The thing is, we will not see the movie until God knows when because they have to reshoot the movie. They have to do the special effects. They have to pay the actors again, and they have to pay the workers, the cast, the crew, the director.
Yeah.
They have. It's even worth it. So at this point, just release the movie with Amber Heard. You're gonna make money and lose money.
At least you'll make
same time.
something.
Like
At least you'll
really,
make something.
to make something back. You may not get the whole whatever movie budget you had, but it's gonna bomb anyway because it's gonna look bad if they don't have her, and it's gonna look bad with her in it. So I don't know. And the Flash thing is not okay. So the Flash, it looked good in the trailer. It's not Warner Brothers' fault because he wasn't this dumb after they're done. He started acting out like a tantrum kid that people say no to, and they said, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do this," and he just does all this crazy stuff, and people like are kind of nervous with him because he's just like
Yeah.
harassing
He's
people.
unstable. He's crazy.
He's literally unstable. So that's why we haven't seen anything about Aquaman or the Flash because they got people in their movies that they don't know how to control themselves.
Here's the sad thing. The sad thing is DC, comic wise, is better than Marvel.
I
Justice League is better than Marvel, better than the Avengers. As far as like what we want to see, the difference is a studio knows how to do things right and also gets some luck of not having crazy actors, and then one studio on top of not knowing what to do and going crazy, they have actors that don't know what they're doing. It's sad because as comic fans, we want DC to succeed because they got such good stuff.
They do, and it's sad. It is really sad because, like you said, like the DC comics are are so great. They have so much potential. They have good stories, especially with Batman. They got so many good Batman stories. But Batman's like they got so many Batman movies already. Like we don't want to see. We
You
don't want
got
to
a
see
whole
Batman.
multiverse. You got. And we're back.
And we're
From
back.
our fake ad break. Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, 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 bow.
Point is, Zoom sucks. We're cheap. Not cheap. We're broke.
We're broke.
And you get us more famous, then we'll get Zoom Premium, and we don't have fake ads.
Yeah. So
or we'll have real ads.
Probably whenever we have actual ads and they pay us for having them in our show. So if you got something to promote, and then we will help.
We'll promote you.
It. And but you just gotta give us some moolah, and that's it.
Or you promote us, and we'll promote you. We'll do like a flip flop.
Yeah, but I like the when they give us money better. But yeah,
and we can get Zoom Premium. Anyways,
yes.
As Wesley was saying, DC sucks.
So DC sucks. They need to get their act together, with their new project coming up. I hope with the merger, Discovery has something in their sleeves. I don't want them to restore the Zack Snyderverse at the moment because of like everything that's going on. I feel like they just rebooted, or they can just focus on the Matt Reeves, aka universe, because that's where the Batman is. They can just go off from that, but. Yep. I don't want them to restore it, but they probably will. If they do, cool, awesome, whatever. But they're gonna recast basically everybody, so might as well reboot it. So, yeah.
So that basically ends our show. I do have a PS. PS. This is just a quick PS. Rumor has it, Dr. Doom has film scenes for Black Panther 2. Take it as you will.
Take it as you will. That's just rumors.
We'll see on November something.
November something. I forgot the actual date, but yes, November something. And we cannot wait.
Yep. So, as you may not know, my Instagram handle is @Danny42 with 3 N's. 2 is taken. And follow me. I might follow you back. We'll see.
We'll see.
You can always follow this guy.
Yeah, I am Messi Morales, and you can find me on Instagram as Messi.17_, and I will follow you. And if you're a weirdo, please do follow me, because I do like weirdos, and we can just talk about all the stuff. But yeah,
yep.
So if you don't want to,
most importantly, though,
yeah, if you don't want to follow us personally, you can always follow us on
@Unqualified Heroes. And we definitely love the support. Don't be afraid to share, like, and follow us, as we're always coming out with content. And you're not the only one that wants to see that content. Your Marvel friends and DC friends will also want to see that content. So don't be afraid to share our page and our stuff.
Yeah, man.
Oops, that's not supposed to happen. I have one last thing to say before we close out.
What's up?
No matter what time it is, it's always Morbin time.
Bye. You have a good day.
Bye.
Good night.